Finally, the Biddleman Show has arrived. All by myself today. Well, not all by myself. I got my man. At least someone wants to come to work. My buddy, Christian Carpenter, behind the board. What's going on, man?
I'm going to leave my mic on tonight.
Yeah, it's just be me and you, bud. So,
all right.
We got a couple things to talk about.
Yeah.
First thing first, mostly, I'd like to wish a happy Father's Day to all those dads out there that are underappreciated and underutilized. Christian, as you know, well, Father's Day, it is not the worst holiday. It's the most, how do I say this?
Underrated?
Underrated, or people don't, like, not
unappreciated?
Yes, most there you go. Unappreciated holiday there is. Everyone makes a big to-do for Mother's Day and moms and all that stuff, but when it comes to the dads, what do? You guys gotta cook your own food, usually,
Yes.
plan your own party, get your own presents, right? If you're lucky, you get to sit down, smoke a cigar, maybe have a couple of drinks, and watch them golf later,
Pretty much. That's what I'll be doing.
So your kids are still pretty young, though, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So the whole gift thing, you get world's best dad mugs, like what do you?
Yep, keychains, stuff like that.
Just have a drawer full of all the tchotchkes and all that crap.
I like the pictures. They'll draw pictures and stuff, and I love that.
Oh, sentimental. He does have a heart, guys.
I do.
Despite what everyone else says, he still has a heart. But yeah, so like I guess when I was younger, we do the same stuff. But when we got older, me and my dad had cooked a lot together. So that's what I would do. I would just buy a meal. I'd take my mother out, on Mother's Day, and then every Father's Day, I'd cook. So we go to the butcher. I'd either, depending on what it is, maybe make some ribs, homemade ribs from them, smoke them, and all that stuff. So
yeah,
that's what it was. Corn, clams, the fresh clams, fresh corn, all that stuff. That's what he likes. So nice, easy. Spend some quality time with the pops. Watch the golf. Have a couple cocktails, smoke a cigar, chill out.
Yeah,
that's some nice quality time because
I'm sure I'll be barbecuing.
Yeah.
When we get out of here.
Yes, exactly. There you go. As soon as we get out of here. Hopefully the weather, hope it stops raining all the time.
And I think you have a special guest next segment. It's going to be you and Dennis. Crying.
Oh, no, that's what we're supposed to do, but I don't know if we're going to do that one. Well, me and Dennis, both our fathers have passed,
so is mine.
Yours has as well?
Yeah.
Oh, so we're all a bunch of misfits, aren't we? Little bastards.
Yeah.
Well, that's all right. But yeah, me and Dennis, I was going to have Dennis read me and see if you can get in touch with my dad, because Dennis he's a psychic.
Is that what you guys are going to do? That's a great idea.
So we're gonna open up a bottle, and we're gonna have a couple cocktails, and I'm gonna have him try to read me.
That's gonna be heavy duty. Thank God I won't be here.
He's gonna cry so much.
Oh yeah.
Whenever he does it, whenever he tries to read me, it's always late at night, and we're working in the studio. We were in the studio for like 6 hours already, and it's like, your father's here. So like I give him an attitude, like your dad wouldn't like that. I was like, shut up, he's not here. Get out of here.
Dude, Dennis does the same thing to me too.
He's like, oh, your dad would be proud of you with this one. With his old smoky voice. Yeah. I'm like, Dad, come on, relax a little bit,
Yeah.
It's a note on a song that we're messing up. It's really, we'll get it, Don't yell at us about it. I'm sure my dad doesn't like you yelling at me,
Yeah. Dennis is hardcore, man.
So, but I play with it. Has he ever blown your mind?
Absolutely. Dennis has blown my mind on many occasions.
You should have this. We should just have him do that.
And his mom, of course, is...
Well, his mom's a real deal. His uncle's real deal as well.
So is Dennis. I'll be honest. He has blown my mind.
I feel like... I guess if he took it more seriously, maybe, and learned how to channel it,
I think he's on the path. He's more focused on his music. Dennis is focused on music, and the
spiritual world.
Yeah, the medium thing is like second
fiddle to it.
If he made that first,
I'm sure he could.
I'm sure he'd be making a lot of people cry.
So it sounds
like his mom, like Lynn does all the time.
Yeah, well, so I did a show I used to do Lynn. Lynn had a show on LA News Radio.
Yeah,
I did it for like a year, and these people, like some of the stories they have, would be so sad and. it's emotional because I'm I'm working, I'm producing the show behind the board, and I'm like tearing up when Lynn's like telling these stories. These girls, people are crying on the other end of the phone, and even just over the phone reads. It's crazy.
Dennis and I do metatonic with Lynn, and we do meditations, music, and then when Lynn gets on and does her thing, there is never a dry eye in the house ever. Someone's always crying,
right? Yeah,
every time.
Oh man,
yeah, Lynn's heavy duty.
That stuff's crazy because let it be true or not true, whatever it is, it's always it's closure for people, and it really helps people either get over or just the fact that they're
it's positive, Lynn is it's always about healing, and she's a light worker, she's amazing. And so is Dennis.
Really, we love Dennis so much, and unfortunately he had to work late, so he missed in this segment. But
yeah, he'll be in next.
He'll be here in a little bit. What else we got on the docket today? We're supposed to have a guest. One of my favorite girls ever. I love her. I love you so much if you listen to Tina. Tina DeCara, but maybe we got a little scheduling conflict. Times were wrong, maybe. Hopefully, unless girl Tiffany just didn't even tell her and just lied to us.
It's
could be very possible with her,
I don't
with
know.
everything on her plate, she could have just slipped, and messed up.
Whoops.
Yeah, but we love Tina here. It's actually been almost a year. Literally, it's on. Actually, what about the June 20th? I think it was. She was on the show last year.
Yeah, Tina was one of our first guests.
Yeah, was one of our very first guests, and she's been blowing up ever since. She was way bigger than us before that. She just graced us with her presence, and we wish her nothing but the best and success. And hopefully, Tina will come on next week or something.
Absolutely.
We get her soon. I know she has a show coming up and some new music coming out, so we love to help her out and listen to some of that stuff.
Absolutely.
What a good girl, though. So nice. She's such a sweetheart. She really is.
Absolutely.
Big fan of Tina. Big fan. So, Tina, love you, girl. Hopefully see you next week.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
You ready? Are we going to do...
So, Christian Carpenter, tell me what is hot in Long Island, baby.
Yeah, baby. You know why I'm doing this? It's so I can put on serial poet music, because you know what?
There you go, bud.
I got nothing for you.
Let's play a little more serial poets.
Okay, let's do that.
A little more poets. We'll give you a couple more little
Thanks,
more
man. I'm plugging my bands.
You got any other shows coming up?
No shows, but we're recording right now. We just cut one track.
You finished one
last week. Yep. We're gonna do 3 songs, and we're gonna put out we're gonna film our first video.
Yeah, that's right. Steve was telling us about that.
Yeah, and the band's been together for 25 years.
It's kind of incredible, guys. It's the story they have. They break up and come back, but it's like once you're in the band, you're always in the band. You're a band for life, basically.
Blood in, blood out.
Exactly. That's what you guys are saying. Exactly. So I thought that was also very cool.
So so the band, we have no shows, but the band's, we've been together forever, and we're recording a 3-song, EP or whatever you want to call it these days, and we're gonna film our first video. So you gotta look for that on YouTube. I'm sure the band will be back on the show to
100%, without a doubt.
Awesome.
You guys were so great, and your benefit concert was amazing too. I was watching all over social media.
Mulcahy's, that was great. For
T-Boy. For T-Boy. So everything.
So
you guys raised a lot of money for him?
Yeah.
You guys did well.
Yes, they. Night Ranger played, and Danger, Trickster, and it was a great show.
Can you still donate, or was it like a one night?
100. Yeah. 100% of the proceeds are going to the foundation that they started. For roadies and stuff like that.
Yeah. Another very underappreciated. I guess skill, talent, job. Very underappreciated job.
A lifestyle.
It's what it really is.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the show Roadies on Showtime?
No.
So there's a show called Roadies on Showtime. It aired about 2 or 3 years ago. Amazing. Honestly, one of my favorite shows ever, but they didn't renew it for a second season. This is when I found out about Halsey and a couple awesome other bands like this.
Wow.
Dude, Machine Gun Kelly's in it. He was one of the big guys in it. And this other girl, I forgot her name, but she's a little hot box of rocks, I'll tell you what.
Really?
This blonde girl. So it should still be on demand, but if not, I'm serious. There's only one season, Roadies. It's one of the best shows I've ever seen in my life. Honestly.
I got to check it out.
Really cool. So you literally show the show going from city to city, doing doing shows, doing different concerts and all that stuff, and having special guests come in, and how the band's always, up their own butt the whole time, and being such divas, and they got all the problems they got to work out real quick.
It's a hard job, man.
Yeah, it's not easy to say the least. So,
Serial Poets, we roadie for ourselves.
Yeah, for
25 years in.
For now. After this EP and this album and the video drops, I'm going to try to fix that.
So you know what, Mikey Bits? That's what's hot for this week.
There you go, Christian. Thank you so much.
You got it.
Thank you so much. All right, so in other news, we always like to keep things fun in here. So we're going through the wild news of, I guess, the state and all that stuff. And came across this article the other day, which I found pretty interesting. So what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. So New York lawmakers want to legalize prostitution. You heard it first. All right.
You know what? First, they need to legalize pot.
I understand that, but like we said, we were talking off air. I'm pretty sure a lot more senators partake in prostitution, allegedly, of course, than the marijuana use.
Probably, but
I figure they want to cover their own butts, so they don't have a whole wiener situation on their hands. Anthony Weiner situation.
Yeah,
he just got out of jail actually.
Yeah, well, he's in a home, I think. I don't know. Was he in jail? I think
he was in jail, bro.
He was in jail, and then they put him into like a
halfway house or something.
Yeah, halfway house, and he's
on house arrest.
Which
God.
is
like keep me confined to my mansion and pools and all my toys and all that stuff. That's
that
cool.
Guy disgraced.
Right? Not even once, but twice. You get caught twice, bro. How do you get caught twice? Like, once is enough, and then you do it again, and with an underage girl too, by the way. And anywho, I'm gonna read some of this article for you.
All right, yeah. Legalizing prostitution in New York.
In New York. New York State would legalize the buying and selling of sex under a proposal introduced in the state legislature last Monday that would lift criminal penalties for sex work. The bill isn't expected to get a vote before the Democrat-led Senate and Assembly plan to adjourn for the year next week. They don't work during the summer?
I guess not.
Like school teachers?
I was just going to say, are they like teachers?
How is our government like teachers to just leave for the summer?
They got it. I don't know, man. That's a good job.
Made, I'll tell you what, I'm not even going to get involved in that's a whole other show, basically.
Yes.
We'll get into that.
Politics.
Anywho, it's about the next week, but supporters still hailed the announcement of the bill as a critical step toward repealing criminal penalties for sex workers and their customers. Speaking at a press conference in Manhattan Monday, former and current sex workers talked about being forced into the industry as minors. I understand that whole part of it.
So they want to decriminalize it?
Decriminalize it, all right? So I understand getting forced into sex, that's the worst thing. It's horrible, and would never,
sex slavery.
I don't have any kids yet or daughters, but I can only imagine how miserable that actually could be, or actually the whole taken scenario. That's a real thing. All right. They said many sex workers rely on their jobs to make ends meet. We only want to live, be free, and be safe, said T.S. Candy. That's her name.
Candy? T.S. What does T.S. mean?
I don't know. It just says capital T, capital S, capital and Candy.
T.S. Candy.
T.S. Candy, a former sex worker and current leader in the effort to decriminalize the industry. She said she started selling sex at the age of 13 as a matter of survival.
Yikes.
So she put herself in the industry. All right. The bill sponsored in the Assembly, Manhattan Democrat. We got to look at this guy, Richard Godfrey. I'm going to write that name down.
Okay.
Because he definitely has a horrible past.
Never heard of him.
Neither have I. But I'm just saying, somebody get behind this bill. It's got a pretty big balls.
I don't know if New York politicians are going to get behind it. You think they will?
I don't know. Like I said, it's.
They're very.
It's a seedy world. It's a seedy world. Exactly.
They won't.
So even it's because we the first time ever we have a Democrat-led Senate, and a Democrat-led Assembly in New York State at least. You know, you figure the pot bill would have passed like that. You know?
Well, they're going to pass it in New York in New York City, but not on Long Island, not in Nassau or Suffolk.
That's
so there's going to be a lot more traffic into Manhattan.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, without that. but they are. I think they're going to decriminalize it. Decriminalize weed.
I think it has
marijuana.
Been decriminalized.
In the city, it's decriminalized.
Yeah.
Out here, they're
no one gets
going, but just don't
anymore.
Unless you have a
lot and you're selling it.
A lot. You know, wish I knew this was 15 years ago, and whatever.
Yeah.
Anywho, so the bill sponsors Democrat Richard Godfrey said outlawing prostitution has only forced sex workers into the shadows, and where they can be exploited, trafficked, and then punished for breaking the law, which is 100% true. If you legalize it, you tax it, you could have specific buildings for it, cleanliness, diseases and all that stuff, which is a big thing about this, the whole industry as a whole.
Yeah. Well, Vegas, I mean, it's legal in Vegas.
Exactly. You have your specific places where it is. Well, it's illegal right outside Vegas, technically.
Right.
It's not
in the city.
Not in the
Gotcha. Like Nevada.
Yeah.
In Nevada.
All right. The bill forced opposition on the left and right, however, showing just how difficult it'll be to change those old laws. A leading anti-trafficking group supports decriminalizing sex work, but not the actions of pimps and johns. 100% agree with that. They'd still be penalized if you go outside the law. Prostitution causes severe long-term psychological and physical harm, said Judy Harris Kluger, a former judge who now serves as executive director of Sanctuary for Families, which provides services to sex trafficking victims.
Did you say Cougar?
Kluger. I said Cougar.
She's a cougar?
Kluger advocates for sex workers, also supporting legalization this year that would repeal criminal penalties for loitering with the intent to engage in prostitution. So it's like basically going on the corner like, hey, you guys want to party? I'm assuming something like that. You're going to like an alley with a John or something.
I lived in Los Angeles a few years ago, and on Sunset Boulevard on the weekends after midnight.
That's when you get the lady boys.
What? That was on Santa Monica Boulevard with the lady boys. Sunset Boulevard, but it was bananas, dude.
Yeah.
I can only imagine what it's like now. I don't know if it moved somewhere else, but 2 blocks south of where I lived, after midnight on the weekends, it was. Yeah. Anything goes. So if they legalize it in New York, are they going to legalize it in LA? Who knows?
Why not? You
know what I want next? Gladiator games.
Right.
Decriminalized. I want fights to the death.
So you're going to have to sign up for that, because we used to be slaves forced into doing that stuff. So.
No slavery.
So you got to volunteer to die.
You know what? I'll bet you $1 million, $1
Okay.
that dudes and chicks would sign up to fight to the death
for
here
a lot of
in
money,
the 21st century. They would do it.
A lot of money.
I'm convinced. We'll see. That's next.
Do you always see that in futuristic worlds? They're always, it was the primitive worlds that fought to the death, and then you see the futuristic ones that return to that to fight to the death again. But over conquering something.
We'll see, man.
There you go. Fix that, Mike. But also, I'm saying, like, if they do legalize it, hopefully, when you're looking at a girl, supposedly, from what I heard, when you order maybe a lady of the night, and you guys get the picture you choose.
Are you going to test it out? We're going to do a show on it.
If it's legal, if it gets legalized,
we'll have some new guests in here.
100%.
Absolutely.
The dating apps wouldn't be Tinder and Bumble anymore. It'll be just the girls.
That'll be gone. You're right.
Right.
Yeah, you're right.
TM. I am trademarking that right now. I'm gonna find some of that. That's how we're gonna get the show off the ground.
You need that new app, man, where you can find nice.
Oh yeah, it's all paid for by Biddlebucks and everything.
Biddlebucks, nothing but Biddlebucks.
Only good of the app,
Ladies of the evening. See what swipe right. Whatever. I don't know.
Swipe right. If they swipe right with you, but then they just come over. It's basically Tinder, but for real though. You don't get ghosted. And you get
a cut. And, they're paying in Biddlebucks, but
we own everything, bro.
You get American dollars.
So just download. We get paid $5 to download. Something like that.